It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning to you on Tuesday. Hope you had a good Monday and started to get your life back together after yet another storm, because it's been a stormy time around these parts.
Yes, no doubt. There is lots of news today for you, much of it storm related. So much damage still left from those storms. And for one family, it turned fatal. A 20-year-old woman from Springfield, Paige Benitez, was killed Sunday afternoon when a large tree blew over and fell on top of her car. It happened on Meadowlark Drive, close to West Republic Road, just south of Highway 60. She was driving a 2017 Honda CR-V. The National Weather Service has been surveying the damage and say we had recorded winds of 63 miles per hour at 5:36 p.m. That would be Sunday evening. Some areas, though, had gusts as strong as 80 miles per hour. The Springfield Greene County Office of Emergency Management is asking people to report any damage that they have to either structures and or vehicles. You can find them online to report that. Also be advised, the OEM says that some of the outdoor warning sirens are damaged. So be careful with that. You do need to know that. Right now, pay closer attention if need be, because if you normally rely on the storm sirens to alarm you of the storm that's coming, some of them are not going off for now because they're being fixed. U-Haul Company of Missouri is offering 30 days of free self-storage should you need it, and container usage at 4 locations in the Springfield metro area. So if you were impacted by the storm, you can contact them and potentially get 30 days of free self-storage and container usage.
A couple times they've done that already,
Yes.
following a couple of strong storms that we've had. And interestingly, in this past storm, an important piece of equipment for city utilities was damaged. A cooling tower. CU is working to figure out the full extent of the damage to the power plant there, the cooling tower at the power plant. Not expected to impact CU's ability to provide power to the community, so that's good news. The utility says CU is part of an interconnected multi-state power grid, and impacts to the hyper-local infrastructure can be offset with power from the larger electrical grid as they
Okay. Your audio quality is not good. So full disclosure, we are still having our own power issues and connectivity issues in our neighborhood following the storms. We have a neighborhood Facebook page and everybody is like, internet is terrible, like something happened. So I know they're working on it, but what he was saying is city utilities did have a cooling tower damaged during the storm. But again, they're working to get it fixed, and they are also not expecting it to be impactful to being able to get power out to its customers. That's because we're part of a multi-state power grid where we're able to, I guess, draw off of them, a larger electrical grid when we need to. All right. If you are cleaning up debris, the city will waive brush fees today through Saturday, July 26th. Larger limbs and storm debris can be disposed of at the Yard Waste Recycling Center and Noble Hill Sanitary Landfill during their normal hours. Smaller debris like sticks and leaves can be brought to the Franklin Avenue and Lone Pine Recycling Centers. So if you need to pick up debris, that is some good news that you can take it. All right. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe says the fiscal year 26 budget has been signed. It's official. It's nearly $51 billion. The governor says that he exercised veto authority to rein in unsustainable spending, that he is also proud to support funding for what he called smart policies for a safer, stronger Missouri. He also believes the budget reflects limited government, fiscal discipline, and a long-term vision to support public priorities. All right, we told you last week about a record number of volunteers for United Way's Day of Caring, and now we have some more numbers. This is cool. The organization says that the volunteers gave $220,000 worth of labor value this year. That's amazing. They had about 1,500 volunteers who donated almost 7,000 hours. A funeral home in Ozark is under new ownership. Springfield-based Green Lawn Funeral Homes, which was founded in 1905, took over the operation of Barnes Family Funeral Home. The Deemer family, who's behind Green Lawn, reached that deal with the Barnes family. That other family, the Barnes, had been in business for 27 years. So that's a long time also. But yeah, Green Lawn getting another one under their umbrella. If you are planning to travel on 4th of July or the holiday Independence Day weekend, which, by the way, goes from Sunday, the 28th, so we're in it right now through July 6th of this year. That's like the period of time that AAA counts for. But they say that we will see a record number of people venturing 50 miles or more away from home. 72.2 million people expected to travel 50 miles or more. That's 1.7 million more people than traveled last year, and nearly 7 million more people than pre-pandemic levels in 2019. So I guess it's an indicator that America's appetite for summertime is stronger than ever, and they're willing to spend the money to go away. Road trips, by the way, are the most popular right now of the millions on the move. 61.6 million people will travel by car, which is a 2.2% increase over last year. And it is also the highest number that AAA has ever recorded for the holiday. So pretty crazy. If you go to aroundtheozarks.com, you can see lots of events happening in and around the Springfield area, really all over the Ozarks, different fireworks events taking place. And we can tell you that based on the calendar for the 2nd, so today's the 1st, so starting tomorrow, you can hit up some fireworks events. July 2nd, there's one in Kimberling City. July 3rd, there's one at the Branson Landing, Holiday Island, Lake Norfolk, Lead Hill, Lebanon, Purdy, Sunrise Beach. Oh man. July 4th, Bolivar, Bull Shoals, Kabul, Chadwick, Eureka Springs, Fort Leonard Wood, Galena, Harrison, Hollister, Lake of the Ozarks, Marshfield, Monette. I'm just going to stop because the list goes on and on and on forever. So make sure that you check it out online. Lots of 4th of July fireworks shows to be had, really starting on July 2nd in Kimberling City. Should be a great time. Man, I'm sad that Ethan could not. The connectivity issues after the storm, cell phone signal problem, internet connection problem, but I'm so glad that you joined us anyway. Thanks for tuning in. There is a look at your news. Help a neighbor out today if you can. So much storm debris out there still left. So hope you have a great day, and we hope to see you back here tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Tuesday. It is somehow the month of July all of a sudden, and it's going to be a nice summer-like day across the Ozarks. In fact, we have a bit of relief for the heat as we begin the new month. Temperatures today are starting out in the upper 60s, which is better than it has been. We've seen low temperatures in the 70s most mornings, and we are going to warm into the mid-80s today. So not too far off of average, but overall, this is an improvement in our forecast, and we'll continue to see some cooler temperatures and some relief as we move into the middle of the week. Conditions are going to be nice today. I have the sky becoming mostly sunny as we go through the course of the afternoon. Some relief from the heat, as I mentioned, 86 degrees for the high. So yes, still a warm day, but it's the first day of July in the Ozarks. It could be a whole lot worse. Becoming sunny through the course of the day. We are now on the backside of that cold front, and that is the thing providing us with some of the relief in the forecast. Today, although we're mostly cloudy this morning, and we'll hold on to some of the clouds through mid-morning, I have the sunshine coming out, and a north breeze is going to stick around in the forecast. Pretty light in nature, about a 5-mile-an-hour breeze, so pleasant if you're going to be outside, especially in the second half of the day, and the clouds making it kind of slow to warm today. So if you want to get out for that morning walk, I think it would be just a lovely morning to do so. That frontal boundary is going to move south as we go through the day, and high pressure will build into the region. That means sunshine will take over, and we have some heat relief as well as rain relief in the middle of the week. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, all likely dry days in the forecast, which is such welcome news after the strong storms and heavy rain moved through for us over the weekend and especially on Sunday. I do expect that tonight low temperatures will be comfortable. 64, the low temperature. It is going to be a nice evening if you want to get out this evening for a walk as well. We've also got temperatures back into the mid and upper 80s on Wednesday, back to near 90 on Thursday. And then I think that heat continues to build for the 4th. We will likely see low 90s in the forecast on the 4th of July, and some of that humidity is going to come back with the warmer temperatures. Heat, humidity, as well as the isolated chance for some showers and thunderstorms. All of that returns for the 4th and will last through much of the holiday weekend. So I do have about a daily chance for, I'm going to say like a 25% chance for some rain and storms in the forecast as we head into the 4th of July. We've got this upper level ridge that builds back into the forecast for the holiday. It brings back the heat and humidity. And I am expecting that heat index values will be anywhere from 95 to 100 degrees. So heads up, the humidity is coming back, and I am expecting the high heat to stick around for much of the late week and work week forecast as well. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's this active summertime thunderstorm pattern. It's happening for much of the southern and eastern United States. We also have dry conditions today expected for much of the western portion of the country, along with the northern tier of the country. And above average temperatures are coming along for the West Coast, while we have below average temperatures for the southern high plains and much of the southeast. So kind of vastly different conditions depending on what side of the country you're on. Things here in the Midwest are going to stay quiet for us, at least for several days. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left for you yesterday was this: what is the smallest owl species in the world, measuring about 5 to 6 inches tall? Do you think that is A, the great horned owl, B, the pygmy owl, C, the elf owl, or D, the barred owl? Well, fitting for its name, it is C, the elf owl. And no, we don't have them here in the Ozarks, but they do exist, though rather rare. The elf owl is a member of the owl family, and it is the world's lightest owl. It has a long whiskered owlet, and it is just 5 to 6 inches tall. So very, very cute, but sightings of these elf owls are quite rare. They are not only hard to spot because they're small, but they're also nocturnal, so they are often not seen. They are numerous in California and much of the West Coast. However, populations are dwindling due to habitat loss. So if you have heard of an elf owl, or if you're lucky enough to see one, take a picture. I would love to. That sounds adorable. Owls are so cute anyway. So a 5 to 6 inch tall owl, would love to see one of those. Congrats if C, elf owl was your answer. Here's the quiz question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Lots of storm damage around the Ozarks on Sunday evening with those storms that ripped through the region. Of course, you know, we caused power outages. Some heavy rainfall led to flash flooding. And there are trees down everywhere. So what is the most likely cause of tree limbs splitting open from the inside? Do you think that is A, due to high winds, B, lightning, C, a tornado, or D, torrential rain? Which of the options is the most likely cause of tree limbs splitting open from the inside? Did you have any of this damage on Sunday? If you did, you're welcome to email me. That's abby@aroundtheozarks.com. I'll have the answer for you early tomorrow morning on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great Tuesday. We'll chat again first thing tomorrow.